The pen rolled off the hotel desk and tapped the carpet, like a metronome counting down my life. I didn't pick it up. The door was half open. The mirror still fogged. 2 glasses sweating on the nightstand. 1 lipstick smear. Wrong. Shade burned into the rim like... A confession left unfinished. My phone vibrated once. Then again. I stood perfectly still, listening to the room breathe around me. Somewhere behind the thin wall, a laugh cut short. A man's voice, too familiar, followed it, low and careless. 27 years collapses quietly, not with screaming. With details. I lifted the pen, gold trim, hotel logo. Complimentary, disposable. It fit perfectly between my fingers. So did the truth. I walked in without knocking. Her eyes widened first. Not in fear, in calculation. He turned late, always slow, always stupid. When he moved toward me, his confidence tripped over itself. My fist met his face by accident, or inevitability. I didn't feel it. He did. Bone gave way with a sound like a snapped promise. He folded, clutching his nose, blood blooming bright and theatrical. She dropped to her knees, not for him. For me. Please, she said. I stepped back and walked out. Revenge, I realized in the elevator's mirrored silence, is best served cold and slow. The drive home was a tunnel. Streetlights blurred into a single line of thought I refused to follow. 27 years. A marriage built on routines, on shared keys, on Sunday silence and Tuesday soup, on a belief so ordinary I never questioned it. She'd learned my breathing patterns. I'd memorized her tells, or so I thought. Denial tried to sit beside me. I ignored it. I replayed moments like surveillance footage. Late meetings, passwords changed, a laugh she stopped sharing with me, the way she once flinched when I touched her, wrist like I'd interrupted something ongoing. And then there was my son, or the boy I raised. The thought slid in quietly and refused to leave. I didn't accuse, didn't cry. I smiled at dinner, passed the salt, kissed her cheek. My restraint confused her. That was useful. I began to watch. The way she angled her phone away, the names she used for people who didn't exist, the sudden reverence for hotels and excuses. I didn't need explanations. I needed confirmation. Investigation is a discipline. Emotion contaminates it. I became meticulous. Phone records first. Patterns bloomed. Same number, same hours, same lies. I hired a private lab under a shell company. No drama, just data. A DNA test slid into the mail like a letter from the future. While waiting, I gathered leverage. Bank statements, property deeds. A company quietly transferred to my name years ago, waiting like a chess piece nobody noticed. Her lover, it turned out, was ambitious and careless. He borrowed what he didn't own. I let him. At home, I was calm, warm even. I asked about her day. I complimented her cooking. I listened. Inside, a storm rehearsed. Thanksgiving approached. My daughter-in-law called, sharp and entitled. If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes. She shouted over the phone. I paused. Enjoy, I said. She laughed and hung up. I booked a villa in Switzerland that afternoon. Sunlit, glass walls, quiet. I sent no explanations, just photos. The DNA report arrived on a Tuesday. Neat, clinical, merciless. Probability of paternity, 0.0%. I sat at the kitchen table and finished my tea. That evening, I placed the envelope between us like a place setting. She stared at it, then at me. Open it, I said. Her hands shook. When she read it, something inside her finally broke. Years of rehearsed sincerity collapsed into noise. She cried. She begged. She reached for me. I leaned back. Who is he? I asked, already knowing. She said the name. I nodded. That was the last thing she said that mattered. Up! I didn't raise my voice. I didn't threaten. I showed. I forwarded the contracts to her lover's partners. The bank called his loans. The board removed him by lunch. By dinner, he was nobody with a broken nose and no future. My phone rang. 71 times. My daughter-in-law called first. Then again. Then texted apologies dressed as concern. When she saw the villa photos, me by the lake. Wine untouched, face unreadable. Panic replaced arrogance. I didn't answer. At home, I packed one suitcase. I left the house to her, empty, useless, a museum of lies. She followed me to the door. "I'll do anything," she said. I turned. "I already did," I replied. Switzerland is quiet in a way that feels earned. I wake early. I walk. I think without interruption. The past visits sometimes, like a ghost unsure it's welcome. I don't miss them. Betrayal teaches you something precise. Love is not what survives lies. Control is. Shakespeare was right all along. If you want to join the feast, you wash the dishes. I set my phone face down and watched the mountains erase everything behind me.